So let's see the first program mentioned in the list. The program is write a Python program to find GCD of two numbers. We already know what is GCD is greatest common divisor. We are finding GCD of two number, meaning we need to find out multiple of these two number and then we will choose the highest divisor, the number which can divide both numbers and highest among all these multiples. So here is its program. First we need to take input of two numbers, and we have already discussed that we use print command to print a string on output window. So first we are writing enter first number and we are taking input into a. So here input function is used to take input, and here type is not mentioned because Python change type automatically. So we do not need to write variables type that we do in C or C++ or Java, that a is integer type, b is we already in starting we declare variable that int a, float b, and likewise, so that we do not need to do in Python. If we are giving integer to a, so a will convert into integer automatically. We do not need to define it as integer or float or likewise. So we are giving here integer number, so a it will convert into integer automatically, and then we will take another number and write enter second number and give input to b. It's up to us that which type of data we want to compare it. uh, do we want to compare to integer or float, or but we are, because we are calculating GCD greatest common divisor, so we will take obviously integers. So then the next step, we will compare these two numbers, which one is maximum, because we need to use a loop till minimum number. So we need to store both maximum and minimum number. So here we are comparing using if. Here in Python, the syntax for if is if, and in small brackets we write condition, then colon, not semicolon, it's colon here. Then if a is greater than b, then we will initialize max a to max and min to b. Here max and min are variable. Here again we are not defining the data type of max and min, but it will convert according to a and b. It will take its data type, because here max is not defined, but if a is integer type and we are assigning integer to max, then max will become integer automatically. So this is a flexibility of Python. If a is not greater than b, then b is greater, then we will assign max. We will assign b to max, and max will be of b type. Then if b is integer, then max will be integer. And here we are assigning 0 to another variable, that is GCD. So GCD is also integer type here. So its type is defined here where it is initialized. While in other language, we first define type, then initialize the variable. In Python, the initialization and variable declaration is happening simultaneously. Here, next, we are using loop to find out GCD. The syntax of for loop is for I in range is a keyword here. We need to write it likewise. For I in range, I is a variable which will be used to execute the loop. Here we are mentioning range from minimum, and it is decrementing. So loop will go from minimum to 0 and decrease 1 in each step. So we are, so the way of writing is initial is minimum number between a and b, where it till where it will go, it will go till 0, and how it will go, by subtracting 1 from each step, decreasing by 1, decrement here is here. So in this way we write loop in Python. This statement is not we can um, here this statement is not executing, or to ignore a statement in Python we use hash. So I'll add it again after executing it for once. I will add this sentence also. After for loop, what we will do, max we are dividing we are dividing max and min both number by I, and if remainder is 0 we will store I and print GCD. What will be the value of I when the max and min both? Here you can see that we are using and operator meaning both condition must true, only then it will work. If any is false it will not work. So if condition will be true, if maximum remainder I equal to 0, also minimum remainder I equal to 0. When both number will is divided by I and remainder is 0, then only I will assign to GCD and we will print GCD. If GCD is not equal to 0, then we will go out from the uh, loop. So let's run this program. So in last class I have already told you that to to run the complete program we can use that run command. Here we do not need to use selective run. Selective run if we have multiple program in the same window, then what we can do, we select a particular part and use selective run, this one. So this is the complete program, so I can use run here direct. So you can see it output window, it is asking enter first number as we have written here. So I am writing the first number is 30, enter second number I am writing it 20. So its GCD is 10 because the highest common, greatest or highest common divisor is the same thing, GCD or HCF is in 20 and 30 is 10. If I include this line also, what this line will do, it will just show us that how this uh, concept or how this procedure is going on. So first I'm clearing that output window using, I just right click here at output window and choosing clear console. So now it is clear. Again I'm running this program and again I'm giving same input 20 and 30. You can see here this line showing each step. What we are doing, we are starting loop from minimum to 0. So first it is dividing maximum number, that is 30, by minimum and minimum also by minimum. So we are getting remainder 0. But uh, now we will find another number. If if there is another number which also gives same result, then we will consider that number as GCD. So by decrementing 1, 20 become 90. So we are dividing again maximum number and minimum number by 19, but we are not getting remainder 0. So we are doing it one by one. Again decrement 19 by 1, that is 18, but we are not getting remainder 0. We are now we are getting remainder 0 at 10. When the number will be 10, then 30 remainder 10 and 20 remainder 10 both is 0. So the GCD is 0 or GCD is 10. The answer is 10. So this is the first program. We will see another program in another video.